Okay, sweet. Looks like the stream is live. This is a different angle. Hello, YouTube. Let me move in a little bit more so you can see me a little bit better. Hey, everyone. This is going to be a bit of a different video. You're going to be seeing a lot of my noggin, which is apparently starting to bald a little bit. Yeah, it's balding a little bit up there. Woo! All right. So, yes. Cleaning some bowling balls today. I got 3 of them here. You can only see 2 of them on the camera. Let me see if I can spin this around. So you can see all 3 of them a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So 3 bowling balls. Do I still bowl with Wolfman? I haven't bowled with him in years, man. We have completely different schedules. We work in completely different areas, which makes it nearly impossible for us to get together to bowl. So yeah, got 3 bowling balls here. Got a 4th one downstairs that's going to be brought up in a little while. This one has already been done over here, my Brunswick Kingpin. So the goal of getting all these done is we're going to use, I haven't used this stuff in a long time, Mrs. Knockout Ball Cleaner, right there. All these are going to stay on this towel here on the floor, and I got this towel as well to wipe off the stuff from the bowling balls. Now, I don't really clean my own equipment that much. I usually leave that to the pro shops, but of course bowling centers are closed. Means the pro shops are closed because they're considered non-essential here in the state of Massachusetts. So I'm stuck cleaning them myself, and I want to get these ready for the summer league if we ever have one. So I'm going to be spraying down the ball with the cleaner, wiping it off. Going to do it a couple times, and then got duct tape, all finger holes, thumb holes, and weight holes that I still have. I have 2 bowling balls that still have weight holes in them. Those are all going to get taped up. And then tomorrow, I'm not going to do this live, but I'm going to try out using the Kingpin first, because I don't really use this ball too much. So if something happens to it, at least I'll know. I'm going to use the hot water method to try and get the oil out of these bowling balls. If anyone has any better suggestions, let me know. Because this is all I can do right now is just use the hot water method to try and bleed these bowling balls out. I am not going to put them in the oven. I don't have a dishwasher. So I'm going to put this ball back. Keep it blocked in between the humidifier over here and my Candlepin bowling balls. Charlie? My name's not Charlie. Sorry, so we're going to start with my Hammer Scandal. Move this off over here. Give it a little shake. And just generously spray around the surface of the ball. I'll just let it sit for a second. Smells nice. This ball cleaner always smells nice. I'm gonna put some Gold Bond powder into my shoes in a little while. Actually, I had to duct tape the left shoe because it's the back of it is starting to separate and it's causing a little bit of pain. So, figured duct tape will do the trick for a while. Oh, okay. Okay, didn't realize that. Okay, cool. So yeah, let that sit in the ball for a minute. Gonna wipe it off and then go to the other side, do that side, and then repeat the process one more time on that ball, and then set it aside, do the other 2 after duct taping all the holes. Okay. Why did I not have any storm balls? Because I'm not a fan of them. I prefer hammer. Hammer's always been good to me. Lately, this trackball has been very good to me as well. I used to have one. I've had one storm ball in my life, and I did not like it. It was a very unpredictable ball. Also, any tape that's in the thumb hole, I will remove them. Matter of fact, I don't know if I actually had any in that one. If there is, oh well. I don't feel like taking the tape off. But just to remove a single strip of tape. Any other bowling balls I do have tape in the thumb hole, they will get removed. I am actually be adding finally a bevel tool to my arsenal once I'm able to get one. That's probably going to happen when I get my job back. By the way, I think on the link that's in the description, I think you can buy the merch. I think that's where you can buy the merch. I can't remember. I just started doing the new merch stuff yesterday. I actually have to work on some new logos and designs. Basically taking the logo and just altering some things and moving things around. So now I can put stuff on mugs and bomber jackets and stuff like that. That's going to take a little time to do. I'm hoping to have more stuff available. Anything that you purchase from the store will help me out, of course. I know a lot of you probably may be out of work, so obviously now may not be the best time to buy any merch. But if you are working and you want to support, feel free to do that, as well as donations are very much accepted as well. I will see them in the feed. I don't think there's going to be anything on the screen that will show up. I just have the camera. There's no link in the description, really. Weird. Because when I was doing the description, there was already something filled in. But I guess it got overwritten or something. That's kind of weird. But there was a description that I did write. Small one, but there was a description. This is only like my third stream. Streaming through Streamlabs for YouTube. So I'm still not fully familiar with what it's doing with YouTube. I'm more familiar with what it does on Twitch when I do my gaming streams. I also want to buy some Abralon pads soon as well, so I can work on the finish of these. But again, that won't happen till I'm back to work. I think it should be just streamlabs.com/bowlerforever. I really should see if I can get this other camera going real quick. So you guys don't see just... Alright, integrated camera. I love this integrated camera too because it has a privacy filter built into it. Let's see. Also, it's on the bottom of the screen here, so it's more like a chin camera than anything else. Will I ever join the PBA? I don't know if I will. I honestly don't know if I will. And the fans are starting to ramp up on the computer. Let's see. There. There we go. Now I can talk to you guys a little bit better, I think. Perhaps. Mayhaps. There we go. Alright, this has been sitting for a little bit. Do do the whole wipe off gig again. What's going on, the Vicious Wolf? Thank you for joining the stream. So again, if you're just joining, cleaning my arsenal over here. So got the second camera going. This is probably the first time I've actually used the chin cam essentially on the laptop built in. It's actually a little bit dark. See if that makes it any better. Nope. Need to put that over here. There we go. So, since there's no bowling, I'm out of work, I'm going to be doing, just cleaning all my equipment down. Just clean my early, because you just clean your stuff as well. Oh. I think he just realized he messed up on that message a little bit. So the Brunswick Kingpin over here, the blue ball here, I did that before the stream. I did that a day or two ago. Psycho hammer, right here. Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm doing it right now is because A, there's nothing for me to do right now, and B, well, there's no bowling for a while, so I might as well take the time. And since I can't go to a pro shop right now, I might as well try and do it myself. Step 2 of this process is going to be in a hot water bucket several times each bowling ball, so I'm going to be going through a lot of hot water. But I'm not going to start doing that till tomorrow. Just start soaking them in a bucket for like an hour at a time. And then, of course, taking the ball out, wiping it down, and repeating the process. Yes, happy Monday, Chris. Just repeating the process until no more oil is bleeding out. So it's going to take me several hours, more than likely, to do each ball, which means it's going to take me about a week to do each ball individually. And then I'll do another run with the ball cleaner after each ball has run through the hot water. So it's going to take me some time to do, but again, there's nothing much else to do right now. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I figured I'd stream the first process, the first leg of the process of me attempting to clean my equipment on my own, because I don't really clean them. I mostly just take them to be put through a special oven at a pro shop. So I'm gonna wipe off this ball again, and then I'll tape up the holes, because now that these have been done twice, this ball's been done twice, I can tape up the finger holes, the thumb hole, and the weight hole that this ball still has that I'm going to get filled. The Scandal's good. It just needs to be cleaned up and rejuvenated. Get all the oil bled out of it, and it'll be back to its former glory. Because right now, this is actually the weakest ball in my arsenal right now. Because I think it's absorbed a lot of oil. And it's not very strong at the moment. Right now, I say my urethane ball, my Hammer Black urethane, is probably the strongest ball I've got. And my favorite. I actually love throwing urethane. Oh, really, Vicious Wolf? Okay. So, right over the finger holes, nice and tight. Alright, let's redo that one. folded. In kind of a bad spot. Jeez, made it even worse. It's alright, I'll just... Yeah, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to use this for the thumb hole. Actually, I'll use this for the weight hole. There we go. As you can imagine, I can't wait to get back to bowling. Can't wait to get back to work. Going nuts. Not being employed at the moment. Waiting for all this to blow by so I can start working again. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy to be temporarily laid off, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get stuff like this done. Now, hello there, how are you? So now what I'm going to do is with each finger hole, I'll put a second layer of tape on. Now again, I'm not experienced in this whatsoever. So take whatever I'm doing with a grain of salt, because this is an experiment for myself. Because I want to see if this is actually going to be worth doing more often. Or if I just keep doing what I've been doing for years and just bring it to the pro shop. But hey, in a pinch, anything works right now. Also later on, I'll show you guys what's in my tool bag that I use for work. And the duct tape is one of those items. They're Hammer Fugitive. I think I actually entered in for a contest to try to win a Hammer Redemption. So I'm trying to win a new ball. 16 pounds, of course. Just about every ball I own is 16 pounds, with the exception of the track ball, which is a 15 pounder, which was given to me as a gift. By actually a track member who also works at Wamasett. And I love that ball to death. Don't like those little lumps there, so I'm just going to cover that up. Okay, that'll do. I think that's sealed pretty good. Okay. Do the Psycho Raw next. This one does not have a weight hole in it. Never has. The finger holes, however, have been re-drilled once. As the ball, I've owned this ball since 2007, 2008. Oh, that's sick. If I had the room, I'd love to do it, because I do actually have a set of candle pins in the basement. I think I have like 11 pins. But I have no use for them at the moment because there's no real surface for me to play on. Otherwise, believe me, I'd be practicing my candle pin game right now. Not to mention, too, if I wanted to do it outside, I can't because it's raining. Matter of fact, we almost lost power last night because we had a nasty thunderstorm come through. Let me bring over my tool bag. I gotta get my water. Oh, man. Much better. Okay, so wiping this down. Appreciate the couple people coming in to watch, by the way. Might as well go generous on the ball cleaner. I can't tell you how long I've had this bottle for. It's been a long, long time I've had this bottle. Yeah, so it says to use it, keep it on for 45 seconds. I'm keeping it on for just a little bit longer, about a minute or so, just to make sure that it really sits in there well, since there's a lot of oil. It's probably in these bowling balls. Okay, it's been about a minute. Now again, I'm doing each ball twice. Oh, wow. I'm listening a little bit to the news that's on the TV downstairs as well. Of course, to keep talking about the situation going on, just how sucky it is. How many of you guys are already bored of everything going on? Just can't wait to get back to living a normal life again. Because I'm at that point. I want to get back to work. I want to get back to bowling. You have a hammer, add a roto grip. You have the sauce, okay. The Ruthless. Okay. Spent about that amount of time. Hey, look at that. I can see the number on that again. Woo! At least I know I'm doing something right. Hey, again, let that sit for a minute. Chat with you guys. The Redemption Pearl, the Black Widow, Deathblow, the Ruthless, the Sauce, and the Black Widow Gold. And you have the Hustle Pro from Roto Grip. Okay. Okay. Also, I just realized how much of the grays are showing up in my hair on this main screen. Looking down. Starting to go bald on top and heavily getting gray. Not even 30 yet, and I'm already going heavily gray. Oh, man. By the time I'm 40, I'll be bald, which I wouldn't mind. I would not mind one bit. Ooh, yeah, the power supply in this laptop's getting just a little bit warm. It's been a good laptop for me, though. Okay, it's been about a minute. There we go. And tape time. It's a little too much tape. Try and save that. So bored you've been watching the living crap out of everything that's been on my channel. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Believe me, dude, this is why I'm kind of glad that I'm temporarily laid off, because at least I can do this stuff now. I can chat with you guys a bit, live stream a bit, get caught up in videos for the channel, live stream a bit more on Twitch, get some new merch up and running. It just sucks though. It's going to be the first week I haven't had a paycheck in a while. First time I've ever been completely laid off in my life. It's a very strange feeling. Took a toll on me a little bit at first. Especially now that the stimulus package has been signed. Feeling a little bit more confident with everything going on. Considering the circumstances, you know what I mean? Okay, this ball's good to go. That's 3. Now I still have my black urethane downstairs, which I'm going to get after I do the Track Heat Lava. It's my newest ball. 15 pounds. It's my only 15-pound, not my spare ball. Surprisingly though, for 15 pounds, solid ball. Really solid. Love it. Also, that's good sound. Nice tight thumb hole. Bring back a bowling ball. I have a bowling ball. It's fairly new, but it sucks. Starting to hook mid lane before it reaches the end. Ooh. Ow. The jeans are starting to stick to me a little bit here. But the ball starts reading mid lane? It's kind of weird. So essentially, your ball's just kind of flaring out early. What ball is it? This is actually the first time I've ever cleaned my Heat Lava. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. But I know it's due for a cleaning. I've only had it for a couple months. It's fairly dry. It's actually starting to get a little warm in here. May have to open up a window. Never mind. Can't open the window. It's raining a little It's raining a little hard right now, so and it's raining against that window right over there, so I don't want any water coming in, so I'm not going to open that window. And of course, due to this ball being newer, can't put a weight hole in it because it's new and it was made after the ruling was done. So no weight holes on this ball either. And then after this ball is done, this is the second side and this is the first pass of the cleaning. So there's going to be one more cleaning with the ball cleaner on the ball after this side is done. Do both sides one more time, and then I'll go and get the urethane from downstairs and bring the Brunswick Kingpin downstairs. Get that prepped. Just toss it in the bucket, and when it comes time, I'll put the hot water in the bucket and let the ball soak. Start the process, guys. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take me a few hours to get that ball completely drained of oil. So I want to make sure that it's done correctly, safely, and hopefully the ball comes out with no damage. It shouldn't, because I know people like to sometimes use dish soap in there, but I'm just gonna use the hot water for now because I feel like it's a safe bet. Use a little bit of hot water, a lot of hot water. Just smother the ball up to where the finger holes are. I think you can submerge it completely, so I'm going to try submerging it completely as well. And of course, if anything got into the holes, let it air dry for a day. Let's get this wiped off. Just got to make sure that after every iteration in the cleaner, ooh, hey, little dirt there. I don't think you can really get that on the camera, but it's there's some dirt on there. Jackpot. A local guy drilled this ball for me. Give a shout out to Magoo's Pro Shop, Mike Clausen, and his amazing people for drilling this ball. I have no actual like affiliation or anything to go with him. He's just a friend of mine, fellow bowler, awesome person, great ball driller, gives fantastic advice too. Hey, that was one of the best days of my life, man. It was a lot of fun. That was a good day. That was a good day. All right. I just wish there was more video of it. Like there was more to it. So maybe a little bit before I threw the shot, and a little bit of the preliminary rounds. I think it would have been nice if that was an option as well. Okay, I think it's been about a minute. This ball's got a bit of shine to it, so it's a little slick. The money angel, yeah. I had no idea what to do. I had to drop the money. I said, what the heck? Let's make a little snow angel out of money. Hydration. So important. So important. Stay hydrated, folks. Being on my knees kills me. Honestly. It sucks. You gotta do what you gotta do, though. It's even worse when you're at work and you're kneeling and you have like water blisters on your knees. That sucks. It hurt. It's very painful. And wipe off again. Sweet. Now the thumb hole. New Jersey Senior Renovation. Holly Bowl in Oakland, New Jersey. Alright, good to know. If I ever go to Six Flags down there, I will see if I can swing by at some point. So I would like to go down to Six Flags Great Adventure down there. I want to go on King to Ka so bad. Oops. Okay. Okay. Let's be on the safe side. Go. Perfect. Okay. It's all those. And give me 5 minutes. I will be back. Doing pretty good, Andrew Wagner. Thank you very much for asking. Alright, so 4 bowling balls are done. I'm going to go bring my Hammer Black Urethane upstairs, bring a couple of these down, and I will be right back. Okay, last one. Take out the privacy filter. There we go. Hello again. I am back with ball number 5, my urethane, Hammer Black urethane. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything to my plastic ball because it's kind of pointless. Not to mention, too, that ball is actually starting to crack a little bit all over the finger holes. So I'm going to just keep using it as is until it falls apart, and then just time to buy a new one. Okay, so same process one more time. Then we're going to call it a stream. Wow, it took me... So I'm at the 49-minute mark. Got about 5-10 minutes left to do. Then we're going to end the stream, and I will see you, hopefully some of you on Twitch tonight for some gaming stuff. So, to recap, 4 bowling balls have been cleaned. I've got the Hammer Psycho Raw and the Track Heat Lava sitting back there. The Hammer Scandal and the Brunswick Kingpin are downstairs. The Kingpin is in the bucket already. It just needs to be filled with hot water tomorrow. And then over the next 5 to 6 days, these bowling balls are going to get put through hot water. And over the course of 5 to 6 hours. And we're going to go from there, see how it goes. And hopefully all my stuff will come out rejuvenated. And we're going to just cross our fingers that it works. Nothing happens to any of my equipment except that all the oil's been drained out, and then afterwards they'll come up. I may bring these back up here, I may leave them downstairs, but I'm going to give them one more treatment with the ball cleaner, and that's it. None of this is the only time we're going to live stream cleaning of the balls. The other stuff is going to be done off stream because it's more than likely going to be done downstairs, and I don't want to stream anything else in this house other than what's in here, for privacy reasons. All right, it's been a minute. Ow, that one hurt a little bit. I gotta say though, having a urethane ball in the arsenal is fantastic. I love this ball. If anyone has a decent rev rate, you should have a urethane ball in your arsenal. If you're two-handed, it's practically vital. But I'm not two-handed, I just really dig into the ball. I got video recently of me at an angle, but from beyond the foul line, essentially. I didn't know people were taking video of me up at Bayside last year. And I realized how much I actually cut the ball. I didn't realize how much I did until I saw the video. And it's like, okay, I can see that now. I can see it. But I can't wait. I got a couple things on bowlingball.com that I have open on a couple tabs. Can't remember if it's here on this laptop or if it's on my other computer. Where I have a ball cleaning kit that also has Abralon pads. It's on sale, but I don't really want to buy anything right now, considering I don't have a job. So until that stimulus check comes in, I'm trying to be very, very careful with what I spend my money on right now. And I hope a lot of you guys who are in the same boat as I am kind of heed that same warning so that you guys don't get yourself behind on bills. I try to not do that. And I hope I never fall into that situation. And I hope none of you go into that situation either. Actually, after the stream, I need to check and see how my unemployment is doing. See if I'm going to start getting a check soon, or a direct deposit. Okay, this ball's pretty saturated, except right around the thumb hole. It looks like it's okay. We'll get that the second time. Start wiping it down. I actually really get in there so I can try and really buff the cleaner into the ball a bit. Ball looks nice and dull, which is what I want. It was actually starting to look a little shiny, so I knew there was a lot of oil on the surface of the ball. But the summer league that I'm hoping that's still going to happen, I was actually pretty successful in the couple weeks that I had bowled on it last year over at Wamisit. I was very successful throwing the urethane right up second arrow. Between first and second arrow, I should say. I think I shot 700, or at least pretty close to 700 the couple nights I bowled. I know one night I had either 279 or 280. And it's not a house shot either. It's on a more competitive pattern. Just let the cleaner do its job. About 45 seconds to a minute. When my live counter here hits 56 minutes, I'm at 55:15. Wipe it down. Then afterwards, again, I'm going to show you guys what's in my tool bag that I usually use for work. It looks cleaner than Mr. Clean. The bubbles are pretty much gone now, so that's probably an indication. So at 57:40, I'll wipe this ball down. And yeah, that'll be it for that ball. think this ball's starting to collapse. The underneath the thumb hole kind of fell apart in there. That's not good. All right, well, tape time. Hey, Dylan, what's going on? Okay, sweet. And one more. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, as you can imagine. It may need to get plugged and re-drilled. There's actually a gap here, too. Really interesting. Oh, it didn't work out too good. All right, and that's that. And now these will go into the wash. Whew. Okay, a bit of a Q&A session. Yeah, started cracking in the middle. Yeah, mine's internal. It's in the core somewhere. But I'm not 100% sure. So the three balls that are behind me off to the side, those are the Hammer Black Urethane, Hammer Cycle Raw, Track Heat Lava. Those are the three that are back there. Downstairs I have the Hammer Scandal and the Brunswick Kingpin. And then of course I have a Brunswick T-Zone plastic ball for spares and some splits. Okay, so now tool bag. It's my tool bag right here. This is what I use for when I go to work. It's the tools I use at work for the most part, unless I don't have a particular tool. So I have a GoPro that's I used to use for YouTube, as well as when Classic Candlepins was still a show, and I wanted to use a pin cam, but we never actually got to use a pin cam because it would have been too complicated to do. But yep, got a GoPro now for diagnosing and monitoring any pin setters that are being a pain in the butt. Haven't really used them that much. Hasn't really been used much lately, but it is here because it's good to have. Nitro gloves. Get these at Harbor Freight. These are 7mm thick. The darker blue ones. Those are for when I'm in the pin setters doing greasing mainly. So those get used in the candle pin machines a lot. And then the lighter blue color, those are 5mm thick gloves for when I'm doing trash at the end of the night, or if I need to do trash, which is very rare during the day at work. Hearing protection, because you need hearing protection. Those GSXs are very loud. Funnels, obviously for funneling fluids whenever needed. These are like $1 at Harbor Freight, so it's like, might as well get them. Cooling towel, which needs to be washed as well. So if I get hot, I'll throw this on a little bit of cold water. Does a great job. This is a reflective sheet on it. I use it around my neck for when I'm outside and have to do shoveling or stuff like that in darker or snowy climates. So if I have to shovel snow, or if I have to do the parking lot and it's very dark. That's pretty cool. What machines do you work on, Vicious Wolf? Let's see, these are Imperial, right? Yeah, these are the Imperial. What do you call those there? Hex keys, or Allen keys. Some screwdriver bits. A little work light, which the glass cracked on it a little bit, the plastic housing, but very bright, nice and bright. Comes in handy, has a magnet and a hook. You work on A2s, I work on GSXs as well as candlepin machines. The screwdriver, ratcheting, it's a lovely thing. Headlamp. Works great when you're working in machines in a tough spot and it's dark, or if you need to get a call and it's global and you need to have the lights off out back. The metric set of the Allen keys right here. A knife. How many machines do you have at your center? Let's see. Now this is kind of a mess. Ratchet. Gotta have a ratchet, as well as a bunch of bits. I got a 16mm bit, 10 pin and duck pin, okay. The biggest one that I have here is a 24mm. This is for doing tables, when you're doing a table replacement, or when you need to do a table leveling adjustment. 4 bolts is what holds that table up. 4 24mm bolts. 17mm bolt, 17mm ratchet. Very important, especially for transport bands. 19mm. I use this on the candlepin machines for doing taking apart the sweep. 38 lanes. 1 to 16 are duck pin. 17 to 38 are A2s. Okay. Yeah, we have 36 machines. 1 through 8 are GSX in a VIP room. 9 to 20 are candlepin Z4s. And then we have 21 to 36 are GSX. And a 13mm. This is for doing a lot of stuff in the machines, actually. A lot of bolts have 13mm heads. Those will be for the pin feed deflectors, stuff in the elevators, all over the place. 13mm. 13-15s are used the most. Of course, 10mm are used. Is this a 10mm? No, this is a 12mm. 12 millimeters. I don't know why I have this in here, but I do. 14 millimeter. 14 millimeter I use for the canopy machines when I have to replace a table tube. Got some more screwdriver heads. Here's a, nope, that's an 11 millimeter. There's a 10. The illustrious 10 millimeter. That always gets lost. Knock on wood, I've been good with it. Before this happened, I had to fix a deck shield. Oh, yeah, having deck shields fall off sucks. Then I have a 1/2 inch. That's on an adapter because it's using a smaller bit. Those are used for the ball return hoods. I think 13 mil works on it as well. There's another 13 mil. So yeah, I have a bunch of bits just floating around in here. Another bit. Hey, another 10 millimeter. I got 2 10 millimeter bits. This is glorious. Okay, so that's not everything though. In a way, I'm also kind of just doing inventory. See if I need anything, but thankfully, I'm all set with gloves because I have plenty of gloves in my closet for work. I would like to organize this a little bit, but I don't know. I might be a little lazy about it because it's all going to get thrown around again anyways. But like some things I bought because they were cheap enough and I figured that they are going to be useful at some point, and I've used just about everything in here at least once. Because you never know when you're going to need a particular tool. As weird as it sounds, as weird as that tool sounds, and you don't think you're going to need it, guess what? You're probably going to need it. If it's cheap enough, even if you're only going to use it once, if you need it and you use it, it's a good tool. Put the duct tape back in there, as I do utilize the duct tape at work. And that's not all. Still a little bit more in here. Well, that worked out quite nicely. 21 millimeter ratchet head here, along with an extension adapter, a tiny extension adapter, which won't really get used, but I did buy an adapter set for cheap. Another extension adapter, 17 mil, 16 mil. Fastest ball I've ever thrown, I'm pretty sure it's over 30. Then I have a little tiny 8 millimeter. Can't remember what the 8 mil is for. 19 mil. So all smaller bits that don't really get used that much, but I figured those will be good just in case. And a few more screwdriver bits. Then on this side, I got pliers, all metal, an adjustable wrench, and this broke. Okay. Apparently this is broken. But a magnet tool, which apparently I need to buy a new one. So I will buy a new one before I go back to work, or right around the time I go back to work. And tweezers, just in case I get a splinter. And a shopping bag, because you never know. And some small screwdrivers as well. Small screwdrivers, and for impact drills, so I can use my stuff on the impact drill with extra bits, because people like to lose the those tools, and so I bought my own. Or my father was gracious enough to give me extra tools that he does not use, so I can have my own arsenal of tools, which I am very grateful for. Okay, and on that note, I think we're going to call it a video. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live stream. Been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes now. So we got the balls cleaned up. All 5 of them have been cleaned up. 4 of them were done here on stream. The first one was done off stream a couple days ago. And we're going to go to Twitch later tonight. Going to do some gaming. And then tomorrow, you're not going to see anything more of these bowling balls getting done. But I'll try and post updates online so you guys will know how the cleaning process is going. I may even put some pictures on there for you. But that's going to do it here for the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, for those who didn't get to see the live stream, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to be back here on YouTube streaming again in a few days, starting to do some more video editing for you guys for the next videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hope to see you again soon. Take care.